Good evening. Good evening, good evening. Peaches, of course you can. I would be mad if you didn't share your good news. Hi, did I say good evening? It's good morning. Good morning. Good evening. Oh, I was saying both. Never mind, I know why now. It's been a long day already. Well, good evening to the people in Australia and good morning to y'all. You know? I came as soon as I heard that you were playing Animal Crossing. Hi. I am. Already, y'all, I have the craziest thing to tell you. I can't wait. I've saved a video to show you.
Hello. This has a last almost as long as my now defunct marriage.
Cheers, Queen. Thank you for 49 months. No. I did get approved to move, by the way. Now that we've decided that I'm doing this. Anyways, the lady who is moving me is being such a bitch. That's not the story. She's just being a bitch. There's like 20 apartments available, and she's like, well, you can only move into these two, which are shitty, by the way. They're shitty. They don't have they don't have screens on them. And she was like, yeah, these are the only ones you can have. And I was like, okay. Nova, it better be. Oh my God, Peaches, congratulations. They figured out medically what was bothering you? I'm so stoked for you. I got my eye appointment done yesterday, and they also gave me eye drops to fix my weird red eye. So, that's fun. Dude, that's amazing. Congratulations. I had a pretty crazy morning. I saved some... I saved the video to show you. I'm going to try to figure out how I can pull this up without... and download it. I'm going to zoom in. Thank you for 41 months. It's not conjunctivitis. It's called something weird. He basically told me I have like a tiny protein growth on my eye or something, and then it happens when the weather changes or when you have allergy. I don't know. My doctor was literally like 25. I was like, damn, they're letting frat boys do anything nowadays. He's king of the world. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so excited to show you guys. I literally can't wait. Are you guys excited? This is the craziest morning I've had in like 3 days. No, it's actually insane. Hold on. I'm doing great. How are you doing? Can I like somehow zoom in on this one? Hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna try to like put a little photo over the side of it so that we can do both things. Oh. OBS? Are you with me? Hello? OBS is already running. Bitch, where? Chat, if you can see me, blink twice. How do I... It's not even showing me you anymore. How do I bring you back? You're just gone. Huh? Open file location? OBS, where are you? I miss you and I wish you'd come back. Wait, what the actual fuck? I think I'm gonna have to close stream and reopen it. Okay, everybody hold on. I don't know if you can see me, but hold on. Hey? Crazy. I can see you now. Welcome back. Nice to have you.
Is it safe to let go, Mima?
You can let go. You can let go. Okay. Oh, the audio is actually not working for it now? Wait, why? It works on my phone. I'm just gonna have to show you guys like this. We'll show you on my phone. That's my mail? Oh, thank you for bringing me my packages. Mommy! I know, baby. I know you're sorry. Get out of my way. You're pushing the tree. No, Daddy, you take that. You're trying to get it work. I know, baby. It was an accident. It's just Oh, Ollie, we lost so many ornaments. I did cry. I was crying. I lost all my ornaments, basically. Like, any glass ornaments I had are gone. I think he was trying to, like, take an ornament off, but instead of, like, picking it up, he just was yanking on it. Well, they're, like, ornaments that I've had, like, for, like, years of my life. Anyways, I shouldn't have put them on the tree. I also normally anchor the tree and was going to anchor the tree, and I just have been busy. I was very calm. I was so proud of myself. I did really good. Then, about 15 minutes later, he sort of morphed from being, like, apologetic about the accident to he kept saying, I want new ones. And I was like, well, the thing about glass ornaments and things like this is that when they break, we can't re-get them. Like, a lot of those are, like, ornaments we can't get back.
expensive for new ornaments.
And I really also don't want him to get into the mindset that like he can just destroy things and immediately replace them. You know, like I don't want him to have like the spoiled single child mentality. Don't worry, I did break down in a minute. I am gonna show you that. But he was like then getting kind of upset with me. Anyways, while I was sweeping up all the glass, he pooped in his pants, which he's not supposed to do.
Please don't leave too long of a message, honey.
Peggy, why are you here?
I have international phone calls turned on.
Peggy?
Hang up. I'm serious. Make it short. Make it snappy.
Anyways, not supposed to poop in his pants, but he had his pull-up on still because he had just woken up. So I was like, let me change you. He was frustrated that I had to take his poop diaper off. Then he wanted to see his poop. Here's my problem. He knew he was supposed to poop in the toilet. Okay. So I'm not going to reward you by pooping in your pants by showing. He wants to see his poop. He like is like as a child, like I don't know what it is. They're like obsessed with seeing their own poop. Okay. So I was like, baby, no, we're not going to look at our poop. If you want to look at your poop, you have to poop in the toilet. Okay? I feel like that's kind of like a weird but fine rule to be making at this moment in time. So I was like going to throw this diaper in the trash, and he got pissed, and he was flailing and hitting me. Okay?
Please don't leave too long of a message, honey. I have international phone calls turned on. Hang up. I'm serious. Make it short. Make it snappy.
Peggy, I turned you off. Anyways, he flailed his arms at me while I was trying to get rid of this diaper and knocked off all of the, like, I have like 3 glass like jars that have water in them that have like pothos growing out of them. Anyways, this was like, I don't know, 20 minutes after the first incident. I was like, so he's like hitting me, and then okay, I don't know why I screamed. Here's why I screamed. I literally was like, I need to yell, but I don't want to yell at him, so I think I'll just scream. Oh my god. Not even just in 20 minutes? Oh my god. I was like, my neighbors are gonna fucking hate me. I was like, hey bud, like I need you to get on the couch. We've broken a lot of glass in the past 30 minutes. And I need you to go sit on the thing. And he was like, I wanted to see my poop. And I said, that's not my problem. That's not my problem. That's actually not my problem. You should have gone to the poop on the toilet. I love you so much. I was doing really good. The scream I scrummed. I literally it was like 15 minutes before Bean picks Louis up in the morning. I text him and I was like, I don't know if you're awake, but I need you to come get that boy. Now. Come pick him up. There's glass everywhere. I'm sweaty. I stink. I stink so bad. I was stress sweating so bad. Anyways. That's what I did this morning. I think it's kind of funny now. The whole thing is actually pretty hilarious. He saw the Amazon man really early this morning delivering a package, and then he wanted to deliver packages, which caused this whole thing. Anyways, the Amazon man was very nice to Louis. No, the scream is so funny because what the fuck is wrong with me? Dead ass, that's the stupidest thing I've ever done. Like, why did I scream at the top of my lungs? Also, immediately after all of this, I drop Louis off. I go to take a shower because I smell that broken nail. Anyways, we're gonna do a micro. I'm also in my luteal phase. This is just mean. I'm about to play Animal Crossing. We're gonna play Animal Crossing this morning. Peggy and Julian and Hannah are all trucking tonight. So if you're missing Peggy, I know I didn't stream yesterday, but I was like honestly so overwhelmed with like all of the apartment stuff happening. And I was yelling at the lady. I wasn't yelling, but anyways, she's a bitch. Well, my day off is now Friday. But thanks for assuming it was my day off. It used to be my day off. Dude, the supermoon was beautiful. I took a photo. Would you like to see? I also would like to say Louis had a really good week. And he's been doing amazing. Basically they told me I can move into these two. Okay, the woman who works at the, I don't know if you guys will remember this. Maybe you will. When there was a hurricane last year and Bean was still here, we had like an incident where like obviously like the trash couldn't go out. But she was like not letting us put the trash at the dumpster. She was just like, you have to keep the trash in your home. The lady who took trash from another person's apartment and put it in front of our apartment is the head of the apartment complex. And she's the woman I have to talk to in order to move apartments. Okay? So she was a right fucking bitch all day yesterday. She sent me like, I'm not kidding, there's 20 apartments available right now in this complex. She sent me 2. They're both on the bottom floor. Fine. Easy to move in. Don't mind. But the porch doesn't have a screen on it. So I would never be able to open my front door because I have a toddler and 2 dogs and they would just run to the fucking wind. So I was like, I like really can't take either of these. There's no way for me to take any of the 20 available apartments. She's like, oh, those are just for immediate rental. Hey, bitch, nobody's immediately renting any of these apartments in the next 30 days. I was like, I can't pay like a prorated amount for one of these apartments. Like, I'm literally offering to pay you like half of rent for one of these apartments. I'm literally offering to give you money. And she's just like being a huge, massive bitch. And then she was like, she only showed me 2 apartments. And then she was like, oh, well, here's some on the 3rd floor. And I was like, so you have more than the 2 apartments? I'm not kidding. It feels like she handpicked the worst apartments possible to show me. I've been here for over 2 years. I have literally paid rent late one time. And it's because I was on a cruise and I forgot to set up auto payment. And that was just like the only time I've ever made a mistake, and I just paid it and paid the late fee. Like that was like the only time I've ever like, uh-oh, my bad. Like, so she's just a bitch. I literally said, so I can immediately rent them in 30 days. I don't understand. I truly don't understand. And I keep asking for clarification and she keeps ignoring my questions. So like, I don't know if I need to go above her or to someone else. Thank you for 30 months. Basically, here's what's happening. Because of everything that happened the other week, I applied to transfer to a smaller apartment. Basically realized I would be saving like upwards of $500, $600 by moving a month. So I'm going to do that because it just seems stupid to stay here for a whole year when I could be saving thousands of dollars moving. Former apartment leasing agent go above her. Okay. I will try to. But what if they like back her up and they like then make it worse for me? And by the way, I'm a bitch. And I know you all know I can be a bitch. I have been so nice to this woman. Like, I'm not kidding. The text to this woman, the scream I am screaming, texting her back this nicely when I know I could be a dick. First of all, she was like, she was like, okay, so here's how our apartments work. There's like 4 floors. The ground floor is screened in on all of them. But then the second and third and fourth ones aren't screened in. Whatever. But they have balcony railings. So you can't like run off of them. So I was like, hey, like I can't have no screen. I have dogs and a kid. And then I was like, I'll take anything on the second or third floor also, or the fourth floor. I don't really want to go to the fourth floor. But like, okay, so then she replies to me, whatever. None of the second, third, or fourth homes have screens on the balcony. Okay. Yeah, I know. I fucking live here. I've lived here for 2.5 years. Heather, I said totally understand the second and third floors don't have screens because those are the floors I asked about. However, they do have railings that prevent toddlers from escaping on beautiful, cool Florida days. Hee hee. So just to confirm, none of the other units currently listed are available on the website besides the 2 that you sent me? So we think she has to be like homophobic. Also, I was talking to my friend that I'm friends with in the complex now. They were also really mean to her. She's white, single by choice, has 2 dogs, lives alone, and crochets, which dreamy if you're queer and fun. But I also think there's a chance she could be homophobic and racist. So could go either way. I think she's just a massive bitch. She told my friend that lives in this complex, I'm childless by choice and I would never want to have kids of my own. So she's just a cunt. Like she's just a cunt that like hates kids, doesn't like to be nice to people. Like she just wakes up and chooses to be a bitch every day.
She's actually fucking with you, I think.
When you're childless by choice, but it's really just that nobody would pick you, so you've decided to say that because you're a bitch. Like, I don't know. And I just keep responding like so nicely. Anyways, she offered me those ones that like don't have screens on them. And I was like, here's all of my options. I was like, can I prorate for some of the ones that are available? Can I like... She's waking up and choosing to be a bitch. Like, I could have been a bitch all day long. My Christmas tree shattered all of my beloved ornaments, and then my son broke all of my plant pots, and then I was sweaty, and now I was late for work. But honestly, life is just a little funny, and it's okay to be mad and then just move on. We can just move on. We can just move on and be nice to people. It makes the world go round, Heather. Anyways, she also was like, this is the only time you'll be allowed to transfer. And I was like, this is the only time I will ever want to live here again. And I hope that you shit yourself actively on the way to work. That's exactly, she said they're for immediate rental or within the week. So I was like, so if I okay, so these are for rental. The time I would be approved to rent. I also was like, do you need me to send you my tax forms to re-verify me? And she didn't even answer any of my questions. I'm going to go in today and talk to somebody that's not her and be like, not you. Not you. Someone else. Sorry, you can't seem to answer any of my fucking questions. So I was like, can I prorate one of the apartments that's available right now so that I could just pay those last 2 weeks of their apartment rent and then move in? No, I don't think there are. And I would rather the reason that I'm staying here and the reason, so basically I'm transferring, so I have to pay a deposit, but it's like basically just me moving it within units. And I've already like Emma agreed to pay another lease here, but my son's other mother lives in this apartment complex. So we are near each other, which is ideally what we want for him. So like, it's just inconvenient that she is a massive bitch. I know that I can prorate. So why are you telling me that you can't show me those apartments and I could pay? So if somebody came in right now, they wouldn't be able to rent until, they probably would give them until like what, the 17th. They could probably give them like till the 17th, a week to move in for those that are immediately available. That's like not normal though. Like it's not normal to go into an apartment complex and be like, I want this unit, and you move in immediately. That's just not how it works. That's not how it works. That's just not how it works. Basically, we had like a weird thing happen on Twitch where they like told me that I was like making half of my revenue, and it was a lie. And I was like panicking. So I called my apartment complex and they were like, you can transfer to a smaller unit, which arguably I don't need a 3-bedroom anymore. And now I realized that moving would be $500 cheaper. So I'm just going to move because that seems stupid to pay $500 more when I don't need to. But yes, Julia. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Yeah. Yeah. She's just a massive bitch. I've talked to everyone that wasn't her until now, and now I have to talk to her, and it's just like, I wonder who like the owners of the like, how do you go? Do I just like go and see who owns them? Wait. Hold on. May is with me for other reasons. The problem was that she was not allowing Bean to watch the dogs for like 2 to 3 day periods if I needed Bean to watch the dogs. She was being a bitch about it because they weren't on the lease. So basically, they would make Bean pay like $700 just for the dogs to be watched over there sometimes. I can't see who owns it. Okay, I'll turn them on. Yeah, I just don't know what I would say. Like, I think my biggest issue is she's purposefully not answering any of my questions and just being rude. I'm so confused. I'm exploring other options because none of the available ones seem like a good fit anymore. I bet she will become more accommodating when she thinks she might lose you. I might ask the person who's nice at the front desk if there's someone else I can speak to besides that person. Should we call her? I'm gonna call the office and see if she answers. I could cry. Oh my god. I'm like shaking. She was like, she is not here today. It's just me and this other girl. Why don't you come up here and just talk to us? I literally just said, I'm not. I said, I am not kidding. I've called this woman and spoken to her like every morning for like a week straight. I was like, I'm not trying to be rude. Like, I don't want to start something. I was like, is there someone else I can speak to besides this woman? I was like, I feel like I'm speaking to a brick wall. Like, it feels like it's being made overly complicated for like no reason at all. I know that they have alluded that she's not the nicest. Anyways, yesterday, because I was telling Bean about it, because obviously we live here. But Bean was like, don't move to this building because that's the building that this woman that is being so rude to lives in. Oh my God, I'm literally shaking. I've been just so anxious. I couldn't sleep last night because I was like, there's 3 options she could give me. She gave me after I begged for them. Anyways, there's 3 options. And she was like, and they're like bad. And I was like, do I want to take one of these options and just like suck it up because the rent is lower and like not have my porch and like not be able to let like my son outside? You know what I mean? Like having a 3-year-old and being able to open the door during like the season when the weather is going to be the nicest is like so bizarre. I literally am not kidding. I answered the phone and said, if you answer, I was just thinking in my head, if she answers the phone, I'm going to have to bring cookies to you because I've talked to her every day for a week. Anyways, I woke up at like 12 last night because the cat was just screaming. She's never done that. And I couldn't go back to sleep. I was just like anxiously awake. I could not stop thinking about how frustrating and rude. It's not even the screened in part. Like for me, like it's not the screen because it doesn't really do anything. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like there's still bugs. because none of the ones above you or below you are screened. But like there's a balcony edge. So like if it's not there, then you can't let your dogs out. Nobody can walk off. Fair housing laws. It's just crazy to be like, I can go on the website and see hundreds of houses, but like if I go right now, she's gonna tell me I'm only available for 3 of those. Like, it's also like, fuck you. You're gonna try to assume like all of these are gonna get taken. It's Christmas. Nobody is moving. Like the one she was offering, I would move in on the 3rd of January. Nobody is moving 2 days after New Year's Eve. It is legally the slowest season. Like, I'm telling you, I will pay you extra money. And honestly, it would be nice to pay like a week or 2 of prorated rent because then I could just move all of my stuff for that period of time. I know. I was like, maybe if I hire movers, it'll be really nice. They also like never took my garage off. And I low-key think it's kind of a blessing because what I'm going to try to do is like over the next few weeks, just go room by room and take everything that is not immediately necessary for us to live in this apartment and put it in the garage. And that way, if I do only have a 48-hour window to move units, then it's just all in the garage and I'll have way longer to move. I've hired movers twice now and it was honestly really nice both times. She's just being mean. She's literally just being mean. And for what reason? And I'm being so nice. And I'm also hormonal, so please stop being mean to me. I'm really very nice. If you're, it truly takes a lot for me to be not nice to you because I've worked in an industry where I think that anybody working a job like this is obviously very difficult. Like it's a hard job and people are not nice to you. Any customer or forward-facing job is very difficult. But like, don't be purposefully cruel. Yeah, if I move to a 2nd floor, I will probably hire movers just to move heavier objects. TLDR, the lady at the front office is a bitch, and my son pulled down my Christmas tree today. No, I might leave before. I know. Should I go now? I feel like I don't want to like. If I'm gonna go now, I want to put makeup on. Hold on, let me get my makeup. Get ready with me to go speak to someone who isn't a bitch. I know, I'm streaming tonight, so I was like, I get Louis at like noon, and I was like, do I do the thing where I purposefully like don't let Louis nap so that I can put him to bed at a reasonable time so that he will sleep because I'm working tonight? And I honestly think that's what I might do because on Tuesdays and on Mondays and Wednesdays now, my mom has been helping me with Louis since I changed my schedule, and she has been just like taking him to the park instead of giving him a nap. And then I put him in bed at like 6:45. And he like gets up a little earlier, but honestly, don't care. Good night. See you later. Bye-bye. I lost my brush for my face, which is a pain. So I've literally been using this. What happened to it? I got my eyes checked yesterday. I didn't stream, so I have so much to tell you. I got my eyes checked yesterday, and while I was waiting, my nurse there was so, well, what do you call them? She's a nurse? My tech? Like, what do you call an eye specialist that's not the doctor? She was so fucking funny and so nice. And she was like, I have a 4-year-old and I also have a 12-year-old. She was like, they're 9 years apart. And she was like, and I really wanted a boy, but I got a girl. And she's like crazy. She's like stereotype of what you would expect out of a boy. I said my controversial opinion about my son is that, like, I now believe in that, like, when moms are like, he's such a boy. I don't care. Sometimes they're right. I'm not saying all boys are like that. I'm just saying when you imagine what a boy child is like, that is my child. When you put him in a stereotype, he fits it. Yesterday on the way to school, we watched a lot of Magic School Bus. That's our like current one because he really is like interested in how things work. And also I feel like it's stimulating. It's pretty overstimulating, but it's like still interesting enough to keep him occupied and educational enough where I don't feel bad with him watching it because I don't really, you know me, I don't really do a lot of TV. Anyway, so on the way to school yesterday, Louis goes, I'm gonna get really tiny and go up my butthole. And I was like, immediately understood what he meant because he's in the middle of potty training. I'm sure you guys remember or have heard. I'm constantly telling you guys that he's like obsessed with his butthole right now. Like if you found out you had a hole that poop came out of and it just like magically appeared for you, like I get it. Anyways, he's obsessed with the idea of his butthole. So immediately I was like, oh, like Magic School Bus. Because they're constantly like shrinking down and like going in the body or going in a car. So I was like, okay, Magic School Bus. I was like, oh, like the Magic School Bus? And he was like, yeah, I want Magic School Bus to get really small and go up my butthole. And then he said, and he's so genuine. Like he's genuine. Like he's not laughing. He's like, Mama, do you want the Magic School Bus to go up your butthole? No, I don't. Anyway, so she was doing like all my eye tests and we were like cracking up. And I was like, girl, like she was like, kids are built different these days. And I was like, I know. I said, until I had kids, low key, I would like quietly be like, what are people saying to their children that they are repeating stuff like this? And she was like, no, yeah, they just say stuff. They just like piece things together and say the craziest stuff. I was telling her that like I've told Stream this before. Like Louis likes to be like, if you've ever been around a kid or a baby, like you like fake gobble them up. You're like, nom, 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 nom. Okay? So like Louis will be like, eat my hair, eat my toe, eat my hand, nom, 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 nom. And you like fake eat a baby because they're so cute. Well, we do that to Louis. So he'll say, eat this. So recently he said, eat my butthole. I was like, you can't fucking say that. Anyways, we were like talking about that yesterday. I was just like, what do you even say? I was like, it's so hard to like explain to a child. I understand why you're fascinated by this. And I understand that the word butthole and butt is funny now. But like also you can't say this because if you go in public and say, eat my butthole, people are going to call CPS. I want to get small, like the Magic School Bus, and go up my butthole. Okay. Cool. And I'm gonna go to work. Her dad's hair is French fries. And honestly, and so he loves an adventure. What's a crime? I told you guys that, did I say this? The other day I Googled, like, because obviously like kids go through that stage where like they're like exploring their body for the first time. I'm very like, have you met me? I'm very like loosey-goosey, like if like he's inappropriately touching, which not inappropriately, but he's doing it in a public place. I say like, oh, this is your body and you're allowed to explore it, but you have to do it privately in your own room. That's your business. I'm not going to be a part of it. Nobody else is going to be a part of it. You can go in your room. Anyways, he was like trying to sit on a toy the other day, like up his butt. Like he was trying to put something up his butt. And I was like Googling. I was like, is this normal? I was like, is it normal? Because I don't remember being 3. Like, I don't remember ever trying to do stuff like that. And they were like, yes, this is very normal. And I was like, God, like, what do you even say? I was like, oh, that's your body and you can explore it, but it's not safe for us to put things up our buttholes. Like, I don't know if he just thinks it's funny or he's just like interested. Whatever. He's a hoot. I do enjoy parenting him. Cause what do you mean? I never thought I would have to Google so much in my life. Thank God. I truly feel. Can I say something? I think this generation is like, why would my parents do this? Why would they talk to me like this? Why would they do this to me? Guys, I cannot genuinely with my life imagine parenting without unlimited access to the internet. I can't. I do not know what I would do. You are just there either at a library or like asking random people you know for advice, and it might be shit fucking advice. And then you're taking a random person's shit advice because that's the only resource you have. I don't know. They get a break. They're getting a pass from me because what do you mean? You're like, oh, my parents shamed me because I tried to put something up my butthole and they didn't know. Like, your immediate instinct is to be like, whoa, dude, don't do that. And then you're going to give them a complex. They're going to grow up and be like, I can't be gay. I don't think all your parents need grace. I'm just saying, I feel like our generation is blessed in thinking that they grew up the way we grew up and have like all of this technology and resources. I'm just saying, I think they all could have done better. I think my son will grow up and say I could have done better. I definitely could have. Imagine how crazy parenting will be by the time my son is an adult. I don't know. I just think that there's some crazy shit happening. I can't imagine. I truly can't imagine, like... Is it actually? There you go. I know. I told Louis today he got in the car to go with Bean, and I was like, I love you so much more than the ornaments you broke. We're gonna have a good day. Everything's okay. Literally, I know. Like, it's such an alarming thing to be like, what do I do? Like, what do I do right now? Like, the other day, he was like, what? Also, imagine, I can't imagine what it's like to have a penis. So I'm like Googling so much because like I don't have a penis. I'm not married to somebody who has a penis. Like we didn't conceive with a penis. So I've got to Google all of it. I would have such a hard time with ornaments. I was very upset. Yeah, like I can't blame him. I'm just like, you got to go to your room. You want to have alone time? You want some space? Careful with your paw, baby. Let's go take your meds. Okay, I'm gonna... He was factory grown. Did I tell you guys that I tried to tell him the other day, like, I loved him and wanted him so badly. I was like, I wanted you so badly. I was so excited to have you. That mama, like, went to a doctor and they took my egg and turned you into a baby. They were like, and what else? And I was like, and sperm. They put sperm. And you became a baby. Like, what do you say? It's like, I don't want him to ever, I would rather him be overinformed than, I would rather him get into like weird conversations by being like anatomically correct and like knowing how he was conceived than be like, I don't know. And they put the toilet paper in your cookie or whatever. Well, one of them was, two of them were gifts, and they were from England. And then one of them was a green glass clover. One of them was like a bird. It's okay. I think I can find replacements. This year I got Louis an ornament that was like glass, that was a piece of cherry pie, because he's very obsessed with pie right now, and he shattered it. Not on purpose. It wasn't, I mean, very obviously by my reaction. And also when I'm in the video, you can hear me saying, you pushed it over. I wasn't accusing him. He was saying, I was trying to move it. And I was like, you pushed it over? Like, you pushed it? No, I need to go. We don't want another spring awakening moment. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to put glass ornaments up again. Well, it's either that or I anchor the tree. I'm not keeping the shattered ornament pieces. I would rather my child be over-informed than under-informed, and I stand by that. I anchored the tree the last 2 years. I got lazy this year. I've been a little overwhelmed. Can you put the tree in a cage? No. You can't put anything in a cage when it comes to my son. I take something that you would anchor children's furniture with. It's basically like a long cable, and I wrap it around the middle of the tree and I anchor it to the nearest wall. Like kind of up at the top so that it can't be pushed over. Oh, well, yeah, no, we're very honest that Louis is a donor baby. That's not, no, that's actually like, I had to take classes about that to conceive from a donor. That's not what I mean. I just meant like, I don't, it's like, at what point do you say sperm? And you're like, oh, fuck it. I guess it's an egg and a sperm. Because we also read like a bunch of like animal, like before bed last night, I read Louis like the animal encyclopedia for like 30 minutes. And like when you read stuff like that, they're telling you like how animals conceive. So it's like, I would rather it just be all around. He did really great. Like he was like, that's my bad. We did have the meltdown where he shattered all the other glass and was hitting me. But in the original event, he did great. No, yeah, Valkyrie, that's what you should do. It's amazing. Well, yeah, a lot of, are her parents heterosexuals? Heterosexuals like hide that their kids are donor babies. It's like almost like a shame thing. Like I think for if it's the man, it's like a shame thing. They feel like ashamed that they can't do it. It's very strange. I can't imagine lying to Louis that it just doesn't even make sense to me. I was a doula. Yeah, not all of them, but yeah, that's why like it was mandatory for me to take a test like about like educating your child on being a donor baby because of that reason. Strange. It's very strange. Here's the thing. As a child, you don't know that that is any different from anyone else. Like Louis does not give a shit. Some people have a dad, does not give a shit that he has 2 moms. There might come a time where he may have more questions about it, but it's all we talk about and it's normal. If I spent my whole life lying to him, that would have a huge, horrible result on his life. Lying to anybody for like an extended period of time about something that influential, like how they were created, who could possibly be a part of their life, like Louis gets the decision if he wants to speak to his donor. Like that is like a really important aspect of like being conceived in that way. Yeah, it's like therapy. It's like people were like weird about any kind of, but like I don't know, I get maybe not telling other adults, but not telling your kid I think is weird. Well, all you have in any relationship is trust. So if you can't go home and be completely honest with your kid, then they're not gonna, why would they believe you? Literally, okay, by the way, after I screamed like this, Louis' reaction was also to scream. And I don't know if it's in the video, but I literally go, yeah, that's fair. I just did it. I literally was like, okay. All right. You get 2 too. I just did it. Okay, I'm going right now. Do I just leave? Maybe I should. I was just here for an hour. Okay, bye, I guess. You want lo-fi? I can turn on something for you. Do you want the Christmas scene? Okay. Okay, BRB. And then I can update you. Don't lie, it's because you're nosy. Do you want inside or outside? They were really nice to me. We have to make cookies right now. Hey. Basically, they were saying that, like, legally, those are the ones they can offer me. Okay, fine. I was like, my problem is she's being kind of mean to me. And she was like, yeah. Anyways, they were like, okay. I'm gonna move into one of them. One of the 3 that are available. And one of the women there is gonna fight for me to not have to pay like $100. Basically, if I don't move right now, they'll go up more because like it's about to be a season where people will move, and I can only apply for I have to be technically available for the 30 days out. I just got back. So they were like very nice to me. I cried like 3 times. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm about to start my period and I just feel like really stressed out. And I also keep feeling like I'm doing something wrong. I'm gonna cry again. Like, I feel like I'm in trouble. Like, I hate being talked to like I'm not a grown woman. Stop. Anyways, she was like, I put in my notice to vacate. Scary. And oh my god. No, but she told me that I can put up like a really tall baby gate. Basically, she told me that if I come in and say, hey, I'm gonna put this up and give them notice, that I'm allowed to put like basically my own barricade up on that floor so that I can have him out there and not be like in trouble. So that is super helpful. And yeah, yesterday my ex was like, whatever you do, don't move into this building. That's where she lives. The one unit that she told me she didn't tell me about originally is in the building she lives in. So now I'm understanding. Yeah. Yeah, like my son. Because like my problem with moving into one of those units is that like I would be scared that he would like escape off the porch if I want to open the door. Anyways, I've already signed paperwork, so I actually don't have to do it Indigo, and both of those people have everything. I have so much to say, and I don't know if I should even say it. Basically, it sounds like this woman is like snatching their commission as well. So she sounds like a real treat. Anyways, I think I picked which one I'm going to move into. I walked past all of them on the way home. Yeah. And it's like weird because I spoke to all of the other people and she seems to have just taken mine to get commission off of it. How was your poop? Yeah, but I literally said I'm literally still live streaming and I just left to come do this because they all made me leave. Anyways, before I left, the lady that works the front desk that I've been talking to like every day was like, do you feel better? Do you feel better? I was like, yeah, I feel better. Anyway, so a widow tweet. I just still feel stressed. No, yeah, it's well, basically I have to move into one of those units if I want to be paying. Okay, it is $600 less a month than what I'm paying to move into one of these units a month. $600 a month. So like they were basically like, you should pick one of these units. Like you should just like deal with it and move into one of these units because the price is going to go up a ton. So I'm just going to pick one of them. It's a huge difference. And it's like the same size space. Like my apartment will be 50 square feet less. I don't know. The apartment complex is so weird. Like the 3 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms are basically the same size. No screen and porch, way cheaper. Yeah. No, they will just like wait, and there's a chance they could screen it, but I know, Ollie. Thank you. Isn't that insane? Kirsch Cat, isn't that insane? Oh my god. Anyway, so like I will have okay, the other woman, the woman I talk to all the time, she's very sweet. The other woman is like more firm but also very sweet. She was like, here's what she was like, I'm gonna fight for you to not have to pay, or like to have it be cheaper, like the $600 difference, but also to give me from the 21st until the 3rd to move so that I can get into the new apartment sooner, and not have to like stress so much, because otherwise I have to pay prorated rent for this month from the 21st to the 3rd. So she's gonna tell me on Tuesday, but it's not even the bathroom. I'm in a 3-2 and I'm moving to a 2-2. They're like basically the same size, but they split the way that they do it here, because they're almost essentially the exact same size, is that the master bedroom in the 2-2 are way bigger. The bedroom, bathroom, and closet are huge. And so I don't know. Anyways, it's like it's the same amount of space. I'm not losing space. I'm just losing a room, and like I don't give a shit because I don't need a 3rd room. We should have made a command. TLDR, if you've missed everything, Twitch had a glitch that told me I had like half the subscribers that I have. I started to freak out. I called the office. The office was like, we can just move you to a 2-2. So I started the process of moving to a 2-2, found out that it was a glitch. Me and all my friends started talking about it, realized we were all internally suffering and struggling, thought we were losing our jobs. And I just started the process of moving into a 2-2, but I've already started the process. So I just decided to continue because I realized I was going to save $600 a month. And that's what you missed on Glee. So I'm moving apartments in the same apartment complex to save $600 a month. I think I'll do IRL stuff. Well, I've moved my schedule completely so that I'm completely free in the evening. So I think that I'll just try to continue doing morning streams and do all of my moving at night. And I would like to put all of the money that I can afford to put away for. I'm also trying to, in December, January, downsize my car. I got a really big car when I was married, and it's very expensive. And because it was our only car, I don't need that car size anymore. So I'm going to try to downsize that car. And then I'm going to try to take all of the money I'm saving from moving here and my car and put it into savings so that I can buy a home. I don't want to do this anymore. And that's what you missed on Glee. Yeah. I want a Kia Soul. Anyways, so that's what's happening. I need a house. I can't do this anymore. I need a yard. Yeah, it was really nice. Thank you so much. I might get a smaller one. I just like enjoy having. Yeah, I think I would rather have a stressful year. You know what? Like, I'm like really hard on myself. I don't know if you've noticed. I can't do anything an easy way. I make everything incredibly difficult for myself because I want it to go perfectly. So like, especially with parenting, like I find myself like putting off, like I don't normally put the TV on for Louis unless it's like the 30 minutes that I shower or when I make breakfast, because I want him to have fully my attention all the time. And I've just kind of gotten to the point where it's Christmas and I'm not doing that. And like, if he wants to sit in front of the TV for 1 month of his entire life with me, then that's what we'll do. And not like he's always there. I just mean like if the TV's on more than normal, like I just am like need to like chill. Ow, I'm just really hard on myself. Like I feel like I'm failing. Like if he doesn't do like every activity and do like, you know what I mean? Like I just constantly feel like I'm not doing enough. And then I create so much stress for myself that it's just like, you know. Thank you so much. I would like to say I've also done great. He's not an iPad kid. He doesn't have an iPad. I think he's used an iPad once when he's traveled with my ex. He is so smart. He is so interested in animals. I really feel like I've done a great job. Yeah, he's great. He also talked real good. Better than me. I also low-key felt bad for how much he apologized for knocking the tree over this morning. But it is nice that he apologized. I just like, I don't know. Like I'm happy he was so apologetic, but it also feels like he was like really scared how I was gonna react. But I guess if I knocked a Christmas tree over, I'd be scared too. Anyways, it's been a hell of a morning. Thanks for sitting through a black screen. I really appreciate you. That's like really dumb. I like am so lucky to have the community that I have to like even and like really not, I'm not all there as a streamer right now, and I just really appreciate you guys sticking around and hanging out with me. Yeah, so anyways, the next month will look kind of weird, especially if like they want me to move sooner. But no, he was like, I saw. Did you hear the clip? Would you like to hear the clip of the Christmas tree falling? Would you like to see it? If you missed it this morning, I'll play it for you. My son pulled down my Christmas tree this morning and shattered all my ornaments. It was actually really sweet. It wasn't sweet like 5 seconds later, but it was sweet immediately. At the beginning. Ignore this. There's another wire in front of my camera.
Mommy! They just said, excuse me, they're really hungry. That's why they were gonna ask me.
You hear him yelling at the dog. Get away from me, Meme. Good morning, kitty cat. Like, pick one. I'm bringing a package to you.
That's my mail? Oh, thank you for bringing me my packages. Mommy! I know, baby. I know you're sorry. Get out of my way. You were pushing the tree. No, then you did that. You were trying to get in an ornament. I know, baby. It was an accident. It's just like...
You think that I was really calm, and then 10 minutes later, he intentionally, in a hissy fit, broke 3 glasses, and I screamed at the top of my lungs. So, it's all about balance. So fucking stupid. Why was that my reaction? It's so funny. It's so funny. It's actually stupid funny. I know, I literally said I think that I screamed out loud so that I wasn't screaming at him. Because even afterwards, I was like, I need you to sit on the couch. Like, I need you to leave the room. And then he screamed. I really don't know if it's in the video, but he screamed afterwards, and I was like, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Bye, Salad. Tori, that's so sweet. My mom told me that one time personally she was having a hard time and that she like left our room. She was playing with me and she like left the room and like went into like another room. She like left me in there and like went far away from us and like smashed a plate. and then came back. He was like, I'm good to go. And I better know. That was my concern. My like main thing was like, he's literally standing it. He was standing in the... Is it this one? Or this one? Oh, it's this. By the way, he was mad at me because I was throwing his poop away. I want to see if you can hear him yell at me. Not yell, he just yelled. He was mad because he wanted to walk through the glass, by the way. That's me deep breathing. By the way, in this entire situation... Fair enough, I just screamed like that too. I can't expect you not to do it. I just did it in front of you. Anyways. I was like, the whole time all of this is happening, he is Pooh Beared. He's wearing pajama top, nothing underneath. The whole shebang is out. So it's like so hard to take the video seriously watching because he's just like butt cheeks out, swinging around, and I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. Donald Duck in it. No, he was... Here's what happened. I took his pull-up off that he pooped in, and then I wiped him down, and I was trying to put his pants on, and he was mad at me because he wanted to go sit on the toilet and poop more. Okay, just go poop more. Go to the bathroom, baby. You can go. I was like, you can go poop more. So then he was just butterball naked from the waist down. And then on top of that, he was mad that he wanted to see his poop. And like, he kind of like, that's what interests him about pooping. So I was like, no, we're not going to see our poop because you pooped in your pants and you needed to poop in the toilet. And it feels like he was getting like a little reward. I was like, I'm not going to reward us for pooping in our pants. If you want to poop in the toilet, you can go see it. Anyways, that's why he was mad. So he like knocked all the glass over. It was an accident that he knocked the glass over, but he was trying to hit me. So consequences. Literally me in the car yesterday. I was trying so hard not to laugh at him saying he was going to be small like Magic School Bus and go up his butt. That is my ex's sister, and my ex's sister calls her babies butterball naked, and I've never stopped. Yeah, Pooh Bear. As a little kid, I pulled the fluffy cotton tail off of a Hallmark bunny ornament and brought it to her, held it out with her with my grubby finger and said, "Here, Mom." She was like, "What is this piece of fluff?" And I was like, "Bunny," and pointed at the tree, and she was less than pleased. I still feel bad for poor naked butt bunny. You should, Scout, you should find that ornament on eBay and replace it for Christmas. That would be so funny. You should do that. Do you have a picture of the ornament? I bet we could find it. I just called it Pooh Bearing a second ago, and then somebody called it Donald Duck. Donald Duck. Anyway, I'm so sweaty. Like, I'm so anxious sweaty right now. Leasing office went good. I cried a lot. I literally was crying talking about it, and then I just kept randomly crying. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm about to start my period, and I'm really stressed out. Oh my god, we really are. He was doing the no pants dance, yeah. Wait, isn't the no pants dance sex? Same. My mom got pulled over once when I was a kid, and I remember vividly sobbing about it. There was a weird video years ago from Disney. What? Bluetooth.
Did you ever notice that Darkwing and Donald and Daisy and Pooh are all doing something that you shouldn't do? Tigger and Bonkers, Chip and Baloo, even the nephews are doing it too.
Oh, it's about Disney.
Doobie-doobie-doo-doo, the no pants fans. Donald and Daisy, what are they crazy? Did they forget, or are they just lazy? Aren't they embarrassed?
Oh, this is from the Disney Channel? Dang, not the no pants dance. Oh my god, it's a vintage Hallmark ornament. Oh my god, you can get these cheap. Ornament Mail has it for $2. The chat was good. Oh my god, cute! You have to tell us what she says on Christmas. Okay, well. That's all I have. We were gonna play Animal Crossing. This went a very different direction. What's new? We are boof loop trucking this evening with Julian and Hannah and Peggy. So if you felt like the stream was a ripoff, it was. And I'm doing a real one later. Even though we do sometimes just yap in the morning. So. Yes, we'll do Peggy again Friday and then Saturday. And then I might just sprinkle her in. We might do like a trucking Tuesday or something. Depends. I don't know. It's honestly kind of like a lot of mental effort to be as funny as Peggy normally is, and I'm not very funny right now. I don't feel like I'm a very funny person right now. I don't think I'm not funny. I'm not trying to be like blow air up my ass or whatever. What's that saying? I just am saying like I'm kind of anxious and going through like a lot, so I'm just like not as funny as I normally am. Blow gas up my ass. Hot air up your butt or something. Smoke up your ass. That's the one I know. Gas up your ass. I'm not trying to magic school bus up your ass. I'm really glad everybody got a lot of stuff done. You could be a ghost from Peggy's past and be cranky. No, it doesn't sound fun to be cranky. I think the worst part about my job is like it's never fun to be like not fun when you have fun person job. Anyway, so if you want to, I'm gonna get rid of everything in this apartment. It's all going. It's all going in the trash. Landfills hate to see me coming this month. Everything that can be donated will be donated, and the rest is going in the garbage. We bring back Italian lady in supermarket. Sophia. Throw the PC away. Let's go. I know. You know what? I did a flat lay yesterday for a video over the desk, and it was all Christmas, and I want to do a Christmas coloring stream like that. It was so cute. I know. I want to do like an ASMR one where like we put the mic next to the markers. So maybe next week. We need to get our ass into gear and start playing Christmas games. But we also only have 40 days left for Animal Crossing. I've got to be moved before Animal Crossing gets released. I'm so serious. I have to be moved in and settled. I'm deathly serious about that. I will not be moving during Animal Crossing. I won't let it happen. No, it has appliances and fridges, but my Washer and dryer are my own. I know we need a point and click bad. It's a rough one for me right now. All right, I'm gonna find somebody for us to raid. Thanks for being here. Sorry. I'm not. Whatever. I'm not sorry. Whatever you want. Say whatever you want. Lauren, I am too hormonal for you to be nice to me right now. Iona is playing Animal Crossing. I bet they're still villager hunting. Is it still villager hunting? And I just gave Raymond up like nobody's business. 700 tickets and still no Raymond. Imagine we go in there and it's just instantly Raymond. Oh my god, but her character is dressed so cute. Does Iona use she, her pronouns? She does. Okay. Have an amazing rest of your day. Yeah, bring good luck for her or else. I'll see you guys tonight. Bye. Love you guys. Bye.